everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a really awesome video. I'm really excited. I got sent a really cool package from a new brand that I've never heard of before. So I'm going to be kind of unboxing everything and doing like a little first impression, some swatching, yada yada. Let's get started. So the brand, I have like a piece of paper they sent me with it, is Ittsē, I think is how you say it. And this was the information they gave me, and it's basically like a customizable palette kind of thing. It says they have over 100 eyeshadows, pressed brow powders, complexion products including cheek colors, bronzers, illuminators, and mattifying pressed powders. It says they are best pigments available, vivid, high quality, made in the USA, never tested on animals, paraben and gluten-free. Packaging is eco-friendly and all recyclable. The eyeshadows are $7.99. The brow powders are $6.99. Complexion powders $8.99. The palettes are $21.99. And then they have special kits, it sounds like. So I will go ahead and link their website and everything below. They aren't sponsoring me or anything like that. They just sent me some stuff to try out since I make YouTube videos, and I was really excited when I saw the package, so I figured I would show you guys everything, and I'll link their website and stuff below. So the first thing I wanted to tear into, I already kind of took everything out of the box and looked at it, but I haven't swatched anything, so I don't know where to put this down. The first thing I noticed right away is the palette. They have a bunch of different colors. The one I have is the white one. They're all faux leather, and I did take this out and look at it already, and I was so impressed by how sturdy this feels. Oops, I just lost the card. And it comes like this. There's a mirror up here. Am I blinding you? And then a little like divider you can either keep in or rip out. It is perforated. I think I'm going to keep mine in just to keep everything off the mirror. And then the mirror has the protector on it. And then there's this card that just fell out about how to use the palette and stuff. So it comes with a piece of foam in the slots, or in like where the slot is. So I'm just going to go ahead and take that out. Alright, so there was that piece of little cardboard to protect it, and here is our magnet piece. So I kind of just went ahead and rifled through all the little individual things that they sent me so I could show you all the eyeshadows first, as they come in packages like this, similar to like MAC or Makeup Geek. And these are the eyeshadows, like I just said, I'm going to show you. They come in these little envelopes, and then the label and stuff is on the back, it looks like. So I'm going to take this out, and they do come in these little containers if you wanted to keep them in here for storage. So I'm going to be keeping all of these. So this one is in the shade The Avenues, and it just looks like a pretty kind of highlight or something like that. It does feel really soft. It's pretty buttery and satiny feeling, and it looks like it would be a nice, where did it go? A nice like highlight or transition. It's really light, it's pigmented, but it's like almost the same color as my skin, so you can't really see it on me. This color here is a matte shadow. They are also labeled what they are. This one was just a regular shadow, I lied. So then this one is a matte, and it's kind of like a mix between a teal and a navy blue, it looks like. It's like a really interesting color. I don't really have anything like this. This one's really nice and buttery too. I haven't swatched anything in so long. Swatching is difficult. This one's really pretty. It has a lot of pigment in it. This one seems like it's a tiny, tiny bit powdery, but it looks like it would blend really beautifully. It definitely is like blending nicely. So that would be good if you're trying to do kind of like a smoky, like pop of color kind of look. This next one I have here is a really pretty purple color. This one's another matte, and it's in the shade Victorian. It's like a really, I don't know, it reminds me of like an iris purple. I don't know what that even means, but I feel like those kind of purples are always labeled that way. So here is this one here. It's really interesting. Like I said, this one would be good for kind of a pop of color too. So there is that one. It's not quite as pigmented as the other one was, but it's still very, very soft, and it's blendable. So I think if you're going to use like a primer to get a really full color, or if you were doing something more where you just wanted like a pop of that color kind of blended in, that would be really good. This next one I have is another one of their just regular eyeshadows, and this one is in the color Gold Coast. This looks like just a really pretty kind of your standard like coppery gold color. They seem like they all have really consistent, like the texture feels the same, but this one is very, very pigmented, and it's definitely like your copper gold color. I love this one. I'm going to be using this all the time, I feel like. Kind of my eyes today, I've been kind of into like a warm, coppery, kind of like reddened look. So I think this one's my favorite so far. I'm really excited about this one. Then I have this shade here. This one is just another standard eyeshadow, it says, and this is in the color Cypress. And this one looks like a really deep kind of like green, like not an emerald, like a pine green or something. So that is this one. I'm trying to like do this so you guys can see, I guess. Again, very soft, but not so soft that your finger is like sinking into it. And this one's not super crazy deep either, but this one would be really great for doing like the pop of color look again, because it's like a blackened green almost. I really like this one. I have this one here, which is another matte shadow, and this is in the shade Cashmere. And I'm really excited to swatch this one because it looks like it's one of those like kind of best friend transition shades. Looks really pretty. Again, very soft. This one seems almost even a little bit softer than some of the other ones. It's really, really silky. This one, for being a matte like the other ones, it's much more pigmented and very creamy again. This one's going to be really awesome as a transition shade. It's like a nice mix. It's kind of like a neutral color. It's got, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost a little bit mauve-y. I really like this one. I think this one and the gold are my favorite so far. And then I have another stack here that has some other stuff in it. I feel like I'm looking down so much in this video because I haven't seen this stuff yet. So let's see here. Okay, I have 3 complexion category ones, it looks like. So let's see. Are they all blushes? I'm not sure. So this is this one here. This one is a cheek color and Shabby Chic. So it looks like these pans are a little bit larger than the eyeshadows. At first glance, I was thinking they were the same size, and I was like, But this one's interesting. This isn't really something I have anything similar to. It's more of a dark blush, and I've never been like brave enough to try anything like this. So these seem like they're a tiny bit powdery, but nicely pigmented and nothing insane where you wouldn't be able to blend it. It looks like these blend out really nicely. I hate when blush doesn't blend out, and I'm staring at the viewfinder, I'm sorry. But yeah, these blend out really, really nicely. I think this would be cute to do kind of like that, like I was out in the sun all day kind of look. I've never tried a darker blush, but I'm really excited to have this. I don't think this is something I would have picked for myself, so I think this is good. But that's that one. This one here is a bronzer in Cairo. I think that's how you say that, or Cairo, I don't know. And again, they're a little bit bigger pans than the eyeshadow, sorry. This looks like a really pretty bronzer color. This is something I would normally go for, a little bit more sun-kissed looking, not quite so cool. Yeah, it's just a nice sun-kissed kind of bronzer. A little bit warmer, but not orangey at all. It's just like your classic bronzer, and this has a really soft texture as well. I really love the texture of these products. They're soft and pigmented, but they're not so buttery that the pigmentation like isn't blendable. You know what I mean? It's got enough of a powderiness to it that it blends well. Alright, then this is the last blush, and this one is in Sunshine and Happiness. That's a cute name. This looks like kind of a pinky coral color, but not like Orgasm. It's like lighter than that, which I like because NARS Orgasm is a little too dark for me, I think. So it's got a nice gold sheen to it, it looks like. Let's see. It's definitely a lot orangier than I typically go for, but I do have Max Peach. This is really pretty. I feel like this would be great for the spring and summer coming up. I really, really like this one. I think this is my favorite blush. I mean, I've never tried any dark blushes, so I have really nothing to go off of, but this is really, really pretty. I like this one. I think it's going to be good for just kind of like everyday looks. They also sent me a brow powder, and this one is in chocolate, which might be too dark for my brows. I know it looks like I have darker hair and darker brows and stuff, but I don't know what it is. I use usually like a universal or a taupe or something when I fill my brows in, so who knows, but this might be good for like the tail end of my brows. It doesn't look crazy deep, and I don't like a super pigmented brow powder, so hopefully this isn't insane. Nope. nice, and it's not sheer. You could definitely blend this, or not blend it, build this up if you wanted to, but this actually might be really good, especially for doing like the tail end of my brows. So that's exciting, and it's still creamy enough where if you didn't want it as a if you didn't want it as a brow powder, you could use it to like deepen up your crease and stuff, which I'll probably end up using it for more than my brow powder, just because I'm not even really a brow powder person, to be honest. I've been using pencils lately and then blending a powder in just to kind of like, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing with my brows. My brows just aren't great, but that's okay. And then they also sent me 2 of the lip products. Let's see. These are called the High Impact Lips. So this first one here is in Floribunda, and I'm never really a fan of lip products that are in pots like this, so I probably keep these ones in their plastic and then in my lip drawer instead of in the palette. So this one, what did I say this was called? Floribunda, and it's like a really pretty kind of like berry color. I'm really bad at describing lip products. This is not as like gross and creamy as I was thinking it would be, but it seems like it's pretty sheer. I don't know. It smells like your classic lip product. A little plasticky, a little minty. I don't know. It's a very sheer color though. I don't know. I'm impressed that it's not like one of those slick, goopy lip products. I don't know about these. I'm gonna have to try them on the lips. I'm like half impressed and half disappointed. I like that it's not one of those like really slick or almost like lip glossy, what are these called, like in the pot lip products, but it's not super pigmented either for being called a high impact lip. I don't think it was very high impact. But let's try the other color. This one is in Birthday Suit, and it's like a very pretty, you're kind of like really popular right now, mauve-y nude lipstick. So I have high hopes for this one. Hopefully this one works out a little better. All right, I don't want to dig my fingers into it, but that is that color. I'm going to hold it down flat so I'm not, this one's a little creamier. It's not quite as stiff as that other one is. My finger just stuck to it. Did you see that? And this one does have some more color than that other one. So I'm not sure why that other one was like that. I'd be curious to see. Oh, I just dropped it. But that is that color. That is a very, very pretty color. I'm definitely going to be trying this one out. Actually, why don't we just use it right now? I should probably do this with a lip brush, but I'm just going to use my finger because whatever. Okay, there's like a super light coating of that. I don't know if you can even really tell the difference, but I think this one's really pretty. I might honestly put this in the palette. I don't know, or maybe I'll just keep it like this and keep it somewhere. Then there are also 2 other products they sent. The first one here is an eyeliner duo. So the first one is just a classic like brown color. Really, really creamy. I really like this pencil. I haven't used it on the eyes, so I don't know about how long wearing it will be, but just the feeling of it is awesome. Then there's like your basic skin color side. You can't really see that, but this is awesome for traveling and stuff, or even just every day, because I don't have a lot of eyeliners. I try to keep only a few at a time. That's not true. I do have a lot of eyeliners, but the ones I use every day are only a couple, and I use kind of like a brown or a skin tone one if I'm gonna line my waterline. Normally what I'll do is I'll go in with a darker color in the crease, in like the outer corner, and then the rest of the eye I will use the skin tone color in, and I hope these last really well. If I try it out by the time I post this, I will put it in the description, but this, I don't know, I'm really about this. Normally I don't like multi-purpose things because I feel like it's just silly, but I really like this one. Alright, and then the last thing in there was a Grande primer, and this is just a lash primer. And if you guys have been watching my videos, you would know I've been trying to be better about priming my lashes. I don't want to open this because I don't want it to start getting getting bacteria and drying out and stuff. But that is what the brush looks like, if you guys can see that. So yeah, I'm going to put this together and then I will come back and show you guys what I've done. Okay, so it's been a couple of days since I filmed that last clip, but I've been playing with this palette here. So I wanted to show you how I organize them. I did decide, is my phone? Sorry, I did decide to keep the 2 lip products out just so no like loose powder or anything would get in there, and then I'm just keeping these with the rest of my lip products. So then this is how I ended up organizing the palette. I played with it for a really long time before I decided to settle this way. I wanted everything to be in here, and I ended up liking how it looks. I'm a very like organized kind of person, so it took me a while to decide to put them like this. At first I was doing like the blushes on one side, it just wasn't all fitting in there. So if you want to do it like this, you can fit 3 of the complexion things, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the regular sized pans, and like this one here was the brow powder. But I kind of did like a neutral section and then the brighter section. So I've been playing with this, and I really like the quality of these shadows and blushes. So, I don't know, I might be interested in seeing what other colors they have, and then I can kind of like switch them around and stuff. But I also really like the quality of this palette. It's got like faux leather and stuff, and it's really sturdy and hard, like it doesn't squish in. So I'd almost be interested to get another empty palette just for a few like single shadows and stuff that I tend to not reach for quite as often, instead of a Z palette or something, because I just think this looks so much better. And I know they have like a really pretty rose gold one, so I'd be interested to get that one. But yeah, so this is my palette that I have from them, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that. It's a different brand. I know we kind of get into like the same brands over and over, like Makeup Geek and all that, but I kind of just wanted to show you guys something else since they were kind enough to let me try it out. So yeah, of course I'll leave links and stuff below, and thank you guys for watching again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.